Today our topic is evaluating algebraic expressions, and our essential question is how can I evaluate expressions when a value is given for the variable? First off, just some key terms. A variable is letters that represent numbers. Any letter that represents a number. Evaluate. We have two steps when we evaluate. First off, we replace the letters, so replace the variables with numbers. And then find the value using PEMDAS. That order of operations, super important. Let's try that. Let's evaluate. We're going to evaluate 4y minus 15. If you look right here, we have 4y minus 15. For y equals 9. Y equals 9. Now, we want to evaluate. The first step was to replace the letters with numbers. So we're going to replace this letter with its number, which is 9. When we replace the number, we're going to put it in parentheses. So I have 4 parentheses 9 minus 15. Now, when we have a number next to parentheses, that means we're multiplying. So we're going to do 4 times 9, which is 36. 36 minus 15. Do some quick mental math, and we get 21. And circle your final answer. Next step is to evaluate 2xy minus z. 2xy minus z for x equals 4, y equals 3, and z equals 1. We got 3 different letters here. So let's first just start off by replacing all the letters with their proper number. So we have 2. Then x, that is 4. So remember, we're going to put it inside parentheses. And then y was 3, so put that on in there. And lastly, we have minus z. Well, z is 1. So we're going to put that 1 there at the end. Now, we have to evaluate, find the value using order of operations. So, remember order of operations, PEMDAS, we have multiplication here, and we have subtraction. Multiplication comes before that subtraction. So we're going to do 2 times 4, which is 8. Then we have 8 times 3, which is 24. 24 minus 1, that's 23. All right, the last question is the situation. So energy drinks like Rockstars, Monsters, Red Bull gives you wings, come in cases of 24 bottles. Write a variable expression for the number of cases a store should order to get B bottles of energy drink. So we first have to write an expression. So if we needed 720 bottles, we would need to know how many cases we can get. Well, each case comes with 24 bottles, so it's actually going to be the number of bottles we need divided by the total number of bottles per case. So this is actually a division problem. So you can write it as a fraction, or you could write B divided by 24. And then lastly, we want to evaluate. Remember what evaluate means. Step 1. We replace the letter with a number. So we want to evaluate our expression for 20 bottles. That means B equals, 120. So up here in our expression of B divided by 24, we're going to replace the B with 120 divided by 24. And if we do 120 divided by 24, we get 5. That means we would need to buy 5 cases of energy drinks to get 120 bottles. And that is the end of your 1.3 video notes.